Good morning. My name is mutalathevoice. So I'm left alone today, like nobody's here around right now. So I am at my grandmother's place right now. I'm in the village. So I've been left alone. Everybody has gone to work right now. My grandmother's gone to, to the shop. She has a shop. So there is something that I was supposed to check. It is a harvest season. It's harvesting season. Now we have, just harvested, the beans. So they've been put there to dry up. Can you be able to see them? And I'm supposed to check on something. Right. Wow. Now I'm supposed to let these cows. Is it cattle or cows? So it is good morning, Mr. Cows. How are you? It's the time to rise and shine. So they live inside here because of sometimes there is theft. So they'll just come out. I'll just open the door for them, so they'll come out. I think I'll take them later on to go graze. Yes, this is life in an African village, man. So is there water here? Man, there's no water, but there is water here. I think there is something wrong. There is something wrong with this tub, because I've not washed my face. I wanted to wash my face, so let me check on this first. Wow. So there's life here. Later on I'll take you for a tour so that you get to see, man, what we plant here, what we have here in the village. So let me show you. So this is the house, this house for my grandmother, and those are the kitchens and the stores. This used to be houses for my uncles, but of course they built their own houses. So most of the time people helping us, the servants normally live here, and also at the house on that side. And this is my grandmother's house. So yeah, so today I'm left alone here. It is a market day today, and being a market, what is this trying to do? It is a market day, yeah. So being a market day, this is my uncle's house now. So it is a market day. He has also gone to the market. So it is a market day, and my grandmother has got a shop, and it's normally very busy because we are in a border between Kenya and Uganda, and people do prefer to come and buy some items in her shop. So she has to go to the shop very early. So she went so early even before I woke up, man, because I slept so early. I just came yesterday, and I was very tired, and I had to do a lot of editing at night. So I slept like I think 3 a.m. So automatically, I'll go later on to the market where she sells, or she does her business. Then you'll see. So I've never seen even cows eating these leaves. Okay, still lying in my village. So this is my uncle's place. You remember in the previous vlog I came here, my uncle, we have been very close since we were very young, because our age gap is close to 5 years or maybe 7 years. So we have, he is my closest uncle actually. Sometimes people do confuse him, they think he's not my uncle, he's my brother, but no, he is my uncle. So for people actually who saw me growing up think that he is my brother, but that's not true. He is my uncle actually. So that's the place, man. That's the house, my grandmother's house, looking so beautiful. That house was built in 1970s. Let me show you a little bit, man. Sometimes, so it was built by my grandparents, but unfortunately I never lived to see my grandfather. My grandfather died a long time ago before I was born. So yeah, so I never saw my grandfather, but he built this house in 1970s. So it's beautiful, still beautiful, man. You can think like this house was built there just the other day, but this house was built in 1970s, man. Wow. Still beautiful, still strong, man. I saw the architectural design of this house, man. I wondered, man, during those times someone had, you know, architectural designs. So these are still the stores here at my grandmother's place. That is my other uncle's house. I'll show you later on. I'll go there. Even, you know, we have not met since I came yesterday. It was late. So this is where this is like a store. Do you know this? In Swahili call them misogoro. This like from the corn, from the maize. Now this remains. So they're used sometimes, you know, to cook when we are using the outside kitchen. And still here, you know, we are drying. Those are beans. We are drying the beans. This is another water tank. So what is it? I think that chicken. I'm not very sure. Has been a while since I was here, so you know, things keep changing every now and then, so I can't be sure what is inside here, but I think chicken. There's no chicken here. I think it's just a store. It's just a store. Has been a while since I was here, but nothing lives here. Let me see. What is this? I think animals still live here, like goats. So where have they been taken to? This is another water tank here. So the chicken are here. The chicken is here. Is in the house. There is a room here. It used to be a kitchen here, but you know, the house is big. It's big enough, man. You know, people are no longer here, man. People have, you know, built their own houses. They've started their own families. So most of the time, my grandmother is all alone here, maybe until the schools are closed. So her grandparents, her grandchildren now start coming. So let me show you the farm. We normally plant a lot of things here, and my grandmother is a Ugandan actually. And now, of course, we have got bananas. There is coffee here. Let me show you coffee. This is coffee. And these are coffee berries. They're not yet ripe, so these are still green. These are bananas. So this type of bananas, you know, come from Uganda. These are ndumas. What are they called in English? Arrowroots? I'm not very sure. Arrowroots or yams or something. So this is how the coffee looks like. Wow. So nice. There are a lot of things here. Abel. People. Okay. Omubyala. Omuhola sinaye. Homwaka. Okay. Actually, they are, you know, they're in the farm. I think they're assisting us. Murie? Homulia sinaye. Munywa sibuhi mapema sana kunywa. Uganda waragi. This is Uganda waragi. You're taking alcohol so early. I was wondering they are taking alcohol so early. No. Homework paka wa? So they're, you know, weeding up to the other side. The farm is big. So, okay, Sunday. Saying thank you. They speak Gishu. Gishu is actually a language being spoken here at the border between Kenya and Uganda. So yeah, this is a farm. Most of this part is just, you know, coffee. Of course, it's not really. This side is coffee. This grass, napier grass. They tried planting napier grass, but not, you know, in large scale. So these are beans. They have already been harvested. So, oh man. So all this is a tour. My grandmother's. These are mango tree. African mangoes, actually. They're very small, tiny, not like big. not like when you go to other parts of the country, like the eastern part and coastal part, they have got these big mangoes called maembedodo or embedodo, but these sides are those tiny mangoes, the common ones. So yeah, I want to take you. We plant a lot of maize on these sides, so I'm going to take you. And also, most of the time, we don't buy a lot of things from the market. Like this is the palm oil. Can you see? That is the palm oil. It has already been harvested there, even that palm oil tree. So we plant a lot of maize. Now maize is a lot here, man. Okay, for people, other people call it corn. I think this will be ready in the next like 2 months or so, 1.5 months. It will be ready. But for now, we're still waiting. So we plant a lot of things here at the farm. These are groundnuts. They look like this. Let me. They're not yet ready, man. Bad luck. I destroyed it, but just understand. So they look like this. So these are normally used like vegetables, in the city they're being sold. Here they grow by themselves. They're like weed. Even during the weeding time, they are removed because they slow the growth of the maize. Like as you see, and this one quite different. So a lot of mangoes there. Wow. So this is just a brief. The farm is big. I cannot finish like right now. The farm is too big. It's too big. I just wanted to to show you briefly what you have in here, just around the compound, not like going far that side. So yeah, that's it. Right now, my uncle that you saw him yesterday. He is the last born, in the family. So now you can imagine others are married, have gone very far, they're with their families right now. So that's why you don't see what's wrong with this goat. Mr. Goat, go this side. Look at it. It's crazy. Wow. So nowadays you don't have a lot of cows or cattle, because even it is a lot of work also taking care of it. Putting in mind, like my grandmother is here alone with so I'm in my hometown right now. So I went somewhere after being at my grandmother's. That's my grandmother's shop. I don't know if you can be able to see it. So it's already late right now, so we are going home, and then we can proceed on maybe later on. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you how an African village looks like, where I come from, but at least you have a glimpse of that and where I grew up. So that's what I wanted you to know more. So I'm with my uncle right there. It's very dark, you cannot see him right now, but briefly, or what I can say, we are going home right now. So it's very dark. I think my camera is not good. Action cameras are actually not good in darkness. So we headed home. Uncle, ambia watu salimia wase. Hi. Good night. Good night. So we are going home. So yeah, let's go. People who help us here to do some work, people, people who help us. I don't want to call them servants. To me, it doesn't sound good. Give me the correct word to use, man. I don't know how to. The correct word to use. So this is the road. Now it's like I'm leaving the compound right there. So these it's green, man. This is the environment. Actually, one of my dreams, man, is have a home like this. You see the compound, man, so big, so spacious. You enjoy, you just feel at home, man. Look at the trees, looking good, looking green, man. So this is one of my dreams that I normally do have. Like one day I have this amount of land, so that so I'm giving this till my grandmother's my grandmother's land. So there is a path that you use. There is a stream when you go like this, but this road you need to be careful. Sometimes you can meet wild animals. Oh, so the normal wild animals in the villages are snakes, or maybe, you know, what are they called? Just not really like dangerous, but the wild animals. Look at this tree. We used to eat these things while we were still young. I don't know if people, you know, they say, you know, in our culture it's very it is very funny. When you grow old, you stop eating things, you know. They'll tell you it's not like weird. So these are guavas here. Can you see? These are guavas here. They just grow by themselves. So there are things like, you know, older people don't eat. Like, we don't eat guavas. We don't eat small fruits. Yeah, it's not like someone has, you know, said you don't eat, but it's just like a thing, a cultural thing. Like, people, when they reach a certain age, they don't eat guavas. Look at this one. So these are guavas. They have ripened until they've fallen. So I think there's a guava tree too, man. So fallen, look at it, man. Nobody's eating that. Nobody's here, man. Wow. So this is my village, man. This is my village, man. It's all beautiful. It's all amazing. Wow. This is my grandmother's farm. She's planted corn or maize and also cassavas. There are cassavas there. But I don't know if you can be able to see it from there. So this is still my grandmother's farm. She has planted a lot of maize. You know, my grandmother is in her 80s, but she wakes up like at 5 in the morning. She's up, she has organized everything, you know, everybody has gone to the farm. People who are helping us have already gone to the farm, you know, at the same time. She prepares herself and goes to the market. She actually sells, you know, this something. Do you know something like Kenya Seed selling like these things that, you know, are used for farming, like animal feeds, you know, these seeds, agricultural things. That is, has an agricultural shop, like say selling seeds for tomato, selling seeds for maize, you know, selling, you know, fertilizer, things like that. So these are, say, guava trees. So I was saying like this. My grandmother actually, like, she's in her 80s, but she's very hardworking. One of the things that actually inspires me, like when you see me waking up early in the morning, sleeping late, is because I know if my grandmother at her age, she's able to wake up at that time. And actually, she's not in her good health actually. Like, you know, she's sick right now, but she still wakes up, man. She still wakes up early in the morning, goes to work. Like right now, it is morning. It's like, is it 7 or 8? I don't know the time. You know, in the village sometimes you just wake up. So she has already gone to the market. She's working there until I think 6 p.m. Just imagine. So I've got no excuse, man. And you know, she helps, you know, people, man, around, like all over, man, like the relatives who are not financially stable. She takes them to school until, you know, their tertiary levels. You can imagine, man. So there is a stream here. So nobody uses this place. So I think that's why it looks like this. So there is a stream in my grandmother's farm. So there is a stream here. So while growing up, we used to come and shower here, man. The water nowadays is very dirty. It was very clean. Oh, people are trying to fish. Do you see this? So there is this type of leaf that you know, you ponder it, then you mix with the water, then the fishes, you know, it makes the fishes like unconscious or I don't know, drunk or something like that. So we used to come and, you know, shower from this place. This water was clean. I don't know what's happened, man. Wow. These are fruits. There's a fruit here. In Swahili it's called zambarao. I don't know what to call them. That's my uncle's farm. He has planted, is it finger millet? On that other side I can see. So, wow, that's a tour, man. Tour at my grandmother's farm. Amazing. So this is still maize. This road used to go somewhere. I don't know what's happened. There is palm there. This farm is big. I cannot finish. Like, even this land, while growing up, some parts of it were not, you know, being cultivated. Just like 10 years ago, like this land here, but it is rocky actually. So my uncles, when they were building, actually, sometimes they came here. They put, you know, they used to break these rocks, you know, to create the foundation for the houses. So, like, you know, the natural materials here, like, you can find them easy peasy, like for construction. Sometimes it can be cheaper to do construction this side. So, you know, still maize. Wow, the stream is still here. These are guavas. So I know some people are very scared of paths like this, man. Like, if you're not used to this environment, you can become scared. So what is that? There's a wild animal. Have you heard that? There's a wild animal right there. So I wanted this place because it's healing. Remember, in one of the previous vlogs, I said, like, my dream is to build a castle, right? And I'm working so hard, man. I want this vlog, you know, to grow, and we can also start making money, because my dream is to build a castle. And actually, this castle, I want it to be right there in that hill. Can you see that? And down there is a stream. So when you're there, I can be able to see my grandmother on that other side. And the beautiful thing about that place, when you're on top of it, you can be able to see Uganda, because Uganda is like I think 500 meters from this place. And when you're here also, you can see Mount Tororo in Uganda and also Mount Elgon in Kenya. So I really want that place. I really want, you know, I really want to, you know, to create some revenue so that I can also make something out of myself, man. So this is the stream, man. This is the stream. So I'm hoping, like, one day I'll be able to own this land, inshallah. So yeah, so I'll tell you something about my grandmother. So, you know, making room, or maybe removing this rock so that let me just pass here so that I can be able to cross very fast and show you what I want to show you. So, you know, to make it easy, if she wants to create land, for example, in this rocky area, so you have to work in camaraderie, such that, you know, you want some rocks, she gives you for free, but ensure you remove those rocks in her farm. So this is chili or pepper. Can you see it? So what you do, you remove all these rocks and go and use them for free. So in return, you create space for farming like this. Like, you can see this one, someone maybe was given this land so that, you know, you remove these rocks and you plow. These stones are yours. You go sell if you want, and also you can use this land to, you know, to plant what you want to plant for a certain period of time. Then after that, you return the land. So at least you have helped her. So that was the place that I was talking about. Can you see what I'm saying? I want those views, man. Are you able to see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I want to achieve. So this is the environment that I'll be looking at. That side is Uganda. All right, man. I've shown you a lot, man. So this is her farm, man. One of these from that farthest end to, you cannot see the end. Maybe that side you can be able to see. So that's it, man. That's it. I want to go back. So you remember, I've left the cows alone, so sometimes they can be sneaky. So I need to go back. So far, how do you find my country? This is where I grew up, man. Some people, I don't understand why some people, when they hear my Swahili, they do say maybe I grew up in the coastal region of the Kenya, because they say I've got that accent. But this is my environment. This is where, you know, I grew up. This was my environment, you know. So don't get confused or don't get twisted, man. Don't get fooled. I hope you people, I want to know, do I speak nazungumza Kiswahili kama wapwani kweli? Kuna watu wanasema eti nazungumza kipwani, lakini sidhani kabisa. Okay. Wow, amazing. Pollen entered my nose, and I know what that can cause, allergies. So this is where you normally have common cold or flu, because sometimes some people react differently with pollen. Like you can see, this one is almost like we give it 2 months, it will be ready. This maize. Wow, this is wonderful. This is wonderful, man. This is so wonderful. This is so wonderful. Look, man. Wow. This is my home, man. This is my up country. This is where I grew up, man. Like, I feel at home here like anywhere than anywhere else. Like, man, the pollen's entering my eyes, and I'm scared of that because I know it can cause flu or allergies to some people. Not everyone actually. Yeah, this is where I'm passing through. These are groundnuts there. Can you see them? These are groundnuts. Others call them peanuts. With us we say groundnuts. African groundnuts. They're very sweet actually. Of course, my grandmother is a Ugandan, and groundnuts is part of the diet of Ugandan people. So now you understand, and why we also have a lot of, bananas. See, there's someone there. Let me go check who's that. I think those the lady and the gentleman who are tilling the land or cultivating the land, doing the weeding, removing the weed. Yo, what's up, Mr. Car? How are you? Rihanna. Speaking Gishu actually. Gishu sounds like Luya, the Kenyan side. Okay, so that's it. All right, I think I want to. Abeli, nachile mwiduha. I was telling you I'm going to the shop. Actually, I'm going to see my grandmother at the shop. So let's go. So I've arrived. So I want to tell you something. When you cross that other side, you can see that building. The other side is Uganda. So my grandmother's shop is right here. So let's go. She's already busy preparing groundnuts here. I think so. Yeah. So this is how you prepare groundnuts. Let me show you. See, she's there, very busy. All right. So I'm in my hometown right now. So I went somewhere after being at my grandmother's. That's my grandmother's shop. I don't know if you can be able to see it. So it's already late right now. So we are going home, and then we can proceed on maybe later on. And yeah. So I just wanted to show you how, an African village looks like, where I come from, but at least you have a glimpse of that and where I grew up. So that's what I wanted you to know more. So I'm with my uncle right there. It's very dark, you cannot see him right now, but briefly, or what I can say, we are going home right now. So it's very dark, very dark, very dark. I think my camera is not good, action cameras are actually not good in darkness. So we headed home. Uncle ambia watu salimia wase. Hi. Good night. Good night. So we are going home. So yeah, let's go.